check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when I check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. She and why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails and the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike 57. Here we go, G.
Recon, 132 fighter. Five. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 37. Check 37.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
SOS.
Hey, Wahoo.
SOS.
Look at me. Door.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I got one.
Tight dog. Point it right.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Alert, 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 alert.
Kill.
Hurry, hurry. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs.
Run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
High 7.
2nd and 11. Open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
10 Lobo.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
180.
Check, 59. Yo. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Daniel Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's 61. Matchbox lights.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Topper!
Deuce.
Hey, Haywood! Stand!
Double up.
Snap!
Back to throw here. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
80 weapon. Go. 3 down. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the ready.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. It's Holland. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
180. 56. Real. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The quick feet by Jackson. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
180.
Right there. 56.
Alert.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Greystone travel.
2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Blue draw Corkers.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups we're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Catch made here by Campbell. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Check 99.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
8, read.
50 seconds to Mike. I got one.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, alert 3.
On the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
it.
They go play action. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
45. Mike, 45.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. Here's Jacobs. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's taken in at the 9. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Jacobs now. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's second down.
18 Gator.
Choose the mic.
Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive, pushing through the contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'm coming for you, son.
Real.
45.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.